Last year, we scaled an Ecom brand to 800,000 in one day at 300,000 in profit. After being in Ecom for 5 years, we tested a bunch of different strategies for Q4 and Black Friday, only down to what works the best. In this video, I'm going to share with you guys the exact strategies behind our 800,000 day, covering what type of sale offers to run, the exact Facebook ad strategies, the types of creatives to run, including one Facebook scaling method that helped us add at least 200,000 per day. 90% of ecom brands do it wrong. So stick around because I'll show you exactly how to do it right. Alright, so taking a page out of our own internal system for our Q4 strategy, the first thing we're looking at is the Q4 dates. As I film this, we're 2 weeks out from Black Friday. It's the middle of November right now. When should you launch it? Now, immediately ASAP. You don't want to wait until the actual week of Black Friday to launch your sale, because it's the biggest period of the year for ecom, right? What would you want your sales to only be 1 week when you can extend it to 2-3 when people are already in the buying mood? So I would launch it immediately if you don't already have your sale live. And some people will have their offers, I'll cover it more in a bit, as in they only wait until Black Friday to actually have their biggest sale of the year. I would actually encourage you guys to have your biggest sale right now already, and just have your messaging on your site be the lowest price of the year. You make sure you want to communicate that so people don't actually wait for Black Friday to actually buy. They know that you're already offering the best prices right now, so people buy right now. Besides that, for dates, you guys already know that. Talk about offers. What sort of offers should you actually run for BFCM? Offers, like you guys know, can be drugs. They're addicting because they can take your ROAS from 2x to 4x. Usually, if you change offers evergreen, they can be oftentimes impossible to get off and overly relied on to acquire customers. However, if you're only doing a big offer during BFCM, that's fine, because most people are already in a buying mood. They expect the lowest prices of the years. Existing customers won't be too pissed off. Pretty much just send your offer. Second note, prior to setting up any offer, always make sure that you actually use a profit calculator to establish new targets for ROAS and CPA so you know whether or not it is successful. For example, if your ROAS is currently at a 2x, the break even is 1.3, so it's a 70% gross profit. You're spending 100k per month. You're now making 200k in total. Your gross profit is 40,000. But if you didn't change your targets, you launch a new 30% offer at the same target, your profit goes from 40,000 to 15,000. Obviously not very good. So pretty simple. You can go on GPT now or Claude. Just let it calculate the numbers for you. So make sure that whatever sale you run, you actually adjust your CPA and ROAS target up, so you still don't lose money. With that being said, although your ROAS targets are higher with the actual sale, most of the cases your CVR jumps up a whole lot more. That actually makes it worth it. You make a whole lot more. So I have a bunch of different offers in our own internal doc, but I'm going to simplify it for you guys on what actually works the best. It varies from brand to brand, but the safest ones this late, because you can't really test any offers right now, it's always going to be $1 off. Save $20, $30 on first orders, up to $80 site-wide. Simple, set it up like this. Or a percentage off. 10% off, 25% off, up to 80% off site-wide, or buy X, get X free. Buy one, get one free, buy two, get one free, buy X, get another product free. Offers don't need to be super complicated. Of course, we have a bunch more here as well that we use from time to time. They can still work very well. But this late into Q4, and not knowing your numbers, I would recommend you to run either of these 3 offers. You want to make your offers as simple as possible so people can actually work it out. You don't want them to do any mental maths, right? People are in a buying mood already. Maybe they're impulse buying for gifting or whatever it is. Just tell them, hey, $80 off. This product price listed here, $80 off. That's it. Buy. Simple. That's pretty much it for your offers, right? So in terms of percentage off or dollar amount off, we try to actually put whichever has the biggest number. Right? If 25% off is bigger than $10 off, put 25% off. That's offer simplified. And to add on to this, in terms of how much offer you should actually give, let's say for a percentage off, right? What percent will actually incentivize people to go out of their way to buy? I would recommend try to get at least 20% discount. And I recommend you guys actually have a real discount. Some of you guys might still be dropshipping, not a real brand yet. People have been seeing your ads for the past few months, few years, or whatever it may be. They know the current price, although they don't actually click into the site to see. Like, they've seen your ads. There's a lot of impressions, right? So if you launch like a fake sale, it's Black Friday, but there's no new things, people can tell that it's still the same thing. With so many impressions, people will know, Right. So I still recommend you guys put the actual sale, like 10% off, 20% off. Ideally, it's 20% off. 15% is still okay. Above that, still fine as well. I wouldn't give more than 30% off. It hits your margins too much. So try to keep it around 20%. It will actually convert a lot better than Evergreen. Instead of just rebranding your site, have an actual sale behind it. Same thing for dollar off or buy X, get X free as well. Have a real sale, calculated percentage off, 20% off, dollar amount off as well. $20 off is ideal too. I mean, it all depends on your unit economics, right? Obviously, if you're selling low ticket, 25% off might actually be lesser than $10. Then just put 25% off. Pretty straightforward. Buy X, get X free as well. Very simple. If you can do now, instead of buy two, get one free, it's now buy one, get one free. That can also work really well. So that's pretty much all you need to know for the offers and how to implement it and what type of offers to run and how big offers you can go. Reminder, whatever offer you choose to do, run your numbers, make sure that your targets make sense. All right, we just ran through the offers and when to go live. The next most important thing that you need to know is what type of creative should you actually launch for Black Friday. So let's get into it. So over here is our internal document of all the BFCM style ads that have worked really, really well. So to keep it simple, what works the best? It's going to be very, very simple image ads. Call out the product image plus percentage off or whatever offer you guys want to run. So what we like about the ad, clearly calls out the sale. Offer is bold. First thing is the ICs. Product is clear and a clean background. You guys can use AI to do it now. Calls out the biggest sale of the year. Like I mentioned, if you guys are running a sale earlier, you want to make it very clear that you're getting the lowest prices now. You don't need to wait for Black Friday. And some branding doesn't really matter too much for you guys. It's mainly just calling out the sale product image. That's it. For the last few years, we've been running this. Like this type of ad always does the best. In fact, I think this ad did a few 100,000 by itself. Same thing, right? Look at other big brands as well. What did they do? Product image, headline call out, Black Friday offer, biggest sale of the year, discount how much. That's it. Of course, you can find more examples over here. Black Friday sale, get this much off. Product image, that's it. Another thing we like to do as well is put banners on your best ads. So literally, let's say if this is our best ad over here, we just stick our best video ad, best image ad, same thing, put a banner on. Literally that's it. So most of your sale creatives are going to be like image ads, product image, headline sale, and your current best ads with the banner as well. Of course, there's a bunch more here that we use as well, but those are pretty much the main ones. Like same thing, right? Image ad, product image, sale, Black Friday. That's really it. People think that Black Friday is super complicated. To get everything right, it's not that hard. It's more just planning on the back end that's the most important things. Besides that, planning your sales, like we just talked about, what offers to run, what creatives to run, it's pretty damn simple. There's a few more I can show you guys as well. Grunts one, for example. Best performer plus subtle sticker, which basically just means they took their existing best ad, just put a Black Friday sale on it. Myself, I will make it more obvious about the sale. But Grunts is killing it as well. Biggest sale of the year. So literally that's all you need to do. You guys can find your own inspo as well through Facebook Ad Library. You're looking at other big brands, but everything we have is just compiled over here. So it's easy for you guys to see. Moving on to the next step is just setting up the campaign strategy on Facebook. So there's a certain campaign that we're using for the past few years that continually still works very, very well. We're still going to be doing the same thing now. In fact, our campaign is already live. So you guys already know what offers to run. You guys know how to make the creatives for the offer. Now it's just how to set it up to be the most efficient as possible in Facebook ads. We've made millions with this one sale campaign structure alone. That's so easy. I can close my eyes and still chat scale. So if all the upcoming sales you have, whether it's Mother's Day sale, Memorial Day sales upcoming, BFCM, whatnot, we have used this campaign structure for a few years now and it's never let us down. Even here, this one campaign alone has made us 700K in about 1 month, and I'm going to teach you how we do it for all the sales we have, whether it's Valentine's Day or whatever it is, and it's super easy to set up. First of all, you only have one campaign running for your sale campaign, and in this one campaign, you will have 3 ad sets, okay? It will be a broad campaign ad set, a warm 60 ad set, and a hot 90 ad set. So what this is basically broad, refers to just age and gender targeting. No lookalikes, no interests, just age and gender and country, of course. Middle of funnel, bottom of funnel, these are your retargeting ad sets. Regularly, I will not do retargeting. It has not really worked that well for us. But for sale periods, we found that it actually is very helpful to have it. You don't really care about returning customers for sale periods. We want them to purchase, so this is the time to run your retargeting campaigns. Okay, so warm 60 refers to just people middle of funnel. Facebook, Instagram page engages video viewers. Bottom of funnel, hot 90 refers to just people who are already on your site. They're more interested. So let me teach you how to set it up. Okay, so for the broad ad set, pretty straightforward. You set it up as you would a regular ad set. All you do, as I mentioned, age, gender, country. That's all. Very straightforward. Middle of funnel as well. Instagram, Facebook, and video viewers. 160 just means 60 as in last 60 days. Warm means middle of funnel. These are the three audiences I would target, as well as exclusions for bottom of funnel. I don't want to mix my middle of funnel and bottom of funnel. I want to keep that separate. And for bottom of funnel, it's whatever we excluded previously: add to carts, initial checkouts, view content, and website visitors. This is a setup. It's all in one CBO campaign. Set it as high as you want. So this way, it's very simple to run because Facebook will allocate budget to wherever it thinks it's going to do the best. Broad, retargeting, wherever. I don't really care where it allocates to. You allocate to wherever it's doing the best. All I gotta do, put the craze inside once, chat scale, close my eyes, make money. Super simple. Okay, let me go teach you how to actually create those retargeting audiences if you don't know how to. So let's say the Facebook page engagers and whatnot. Okay, so if you go to the audiences tab, which is on the hamburger icon on the left, all tools, you can look at audiences. Click create audience, custom audience. So you can create your warm 60 first. Facebook page, go in here, click, and then you can go. Instagram account, okay. Do the same thing, Instagram accounts, do last 60 days. Audience retention, set it as default, no worries, you can limit whatever you want. Instagram engages last 60 days. Facebook page, Instagram account, same thing, video viewers as well. Same thing, choose engagement type. I like to do video viewers 95%. 95%, select the videos. Audience retention, like 60 days. As for the selecting videos part, I won't do it here. I don't want to docs. But what you can do is just select all the videos that you have run as ads or just organic content, the ones that have views already. Typically, I like to run any video that has over 1,000 views. I just select it all. You will have a bunch of different videos at the end. Let's name it video viewers, 95%. 60 days. That's it. And how would you plug it into your campaign? Under here. Scroll down. Custom audiences include Instagram, Facebook, video viewers. You can just search for it. And then you can set up your bottom of funnel ones. Bottom of funnel ones, create audience, custom audience, website. You'll be able to find all of your events here. Website visitors, video view content, initial checkout. All of them all here. This is hot 90. Let's say it's website visitors. Website visitors, 90 days. Click create audience and you can plug it in the same way as exclusions as well. You can just exclude it bottom here. And one of the most important things we did that helped us add over 6 figures per day to our revenue is our Facebook scaling strategy. So we're going to be self scaling, and most people get this wrong because they self scale based on feel. And what is self scaling? Self scaling just means instead of scaling per day, per few days, you scale every hour, every 2 hours, intraday scaling, basically. So I'm going to show you guys how we do it methodically with data so you can squeeze the most out of BFCM and protect yourself from periods with lower sales. Alright, so how are we able to scale to such big numbers? So here's an example sheet of what we do. So during big periods like Black Friday, because we run e-commerce brands, we run mainly through Facebook ads, we want to be scaling our ad spend, right? And what this sheet is instead of just scaling, like every day, during such a big period like Black Friday where majority of our sale comes from, we need to make sure that we make just really take advantage of this sale and make the most out of it. So in this case, we want to be scaling multiple times per day instead of just on a daily basis. Since we know this period conversions are going to be much higher, people have much higher buying intent. So What this is it's a systematic way to do what we call search scaling. And some of you guys already do that or might have heard of it. There's a strategic way to go about it that is much more data driven. Some people do it based off, feeling, look at the accounts. But you need to make sure that you have everything planned out. Same thing for what we do on our creative as well, although it's also the same thing. Having it all planned out when you have an actual team makes everything much more efficient and everyone makes the right decisions. Your team might be in different time zones. So first of all, you need to put your ad account time zone inside here. So let's say this account is in CST, right? And you are based in PST time zone, for example, or different cases, like for example, most of my clients are in the US, I'm based in Malaysia, So let's say if you're the only one scaling, make sure that you scale based on the ad account time zone. Why you want to scale on ad account time zone is because, let's say if you scale based on, although your ad account is in Singapore time zone, your account is in US. If you scale budget right before midnight for your ad account time zone, it's going to blow the budget still. Although optimally it's what's going to perform well in the US, because your ad account follows the ad account time zone to adjust the budgets, which is why. So over here, ad account time zone is one thing, put your own local time zone. And whatever is midnight time of your ad account is what we have here in, this like pinkish color. So we decide how often to serve scale, whether that is 2 or every 4 hours, depending on how much you're currently spending, right? So I did write a post about it just to show you guys. So how do you decide when to serve scale? It's up to how much you're currently spending. If you're only spending like a few $100s a day, serve scaling every 6 hours is fine. And why you can't do it too often as well is because it needs time to optimize, right? Imagine if you had like 1,000 purchases per hour, it's really easy to optimize. But if you're only doing like one an hour, even you've touched it multiple times a day, the algorithm is not able to optimize it for you, which is why it's dependent on how much you're currently spending. So let's say you're spending, a few $100s a day, I would just do it every 6 hours. If you're spending a few $1,000s a day, 4 hours is good. You're spending like 500k per month, 20k per day already. You can experiment 4 hours as well. You're spending way more, let's say you're spending $1 million a month, you can potentially do every 2 hours. Every 1 hour is applicable as well. I mean, if you're spending close to 100k a day, you definitely can do 1 hour. That's what the periods are. Let's say in this case, I want to do every 2 hours, right? Because let's say you're spending 40k a day right now. We decide, 2 hours is pretty good. Let's say the ad account is in CST. And CST is 2 hours ahead of PST. Let's say I'm in PST. Okay, ad account, which means 10 a.m. PST, right, is 10 p.m. PST, midnight for my ad account. So 10 p.m. my time, I need to make sure that I reset the budgets. If not, everything gets blown away. Okay, then 2 hours after that, after 10 p.m. for me, 2 p.m., 2 hours after ad account, which is 2 a.m. CST, and 12 a.m. my time zone PST. I will check. What is the performance for this specific period? 2 hours, okay? We want to check performance for every 2 hours. That's the decision we're making on. Instead of every day, it's every period. Okay, let's say these 2 hours, I put in some metrics. My Shopify revenue, and during these 2 hours, my Shopify revenue, my Meta revenue spend, other channel ad spend. Okay. My returns are this, my blended returns are this. Not good, I won't scale. Potentially, I will even scale down. It depends on the context. For this case, it's not spending a lot anyways. Why? Because it's like midnight, no one's awake, and it's not spending a whole lot. So I will decide maybe to be just remain the budget or reduce it. Next period comes, 2 a.m. Okay, what's the performance for up till 2 a.m? Okay, I put in the total revenue. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. And then this sheet will auto-calculate for me. Okay, what is the performance this period? 4x Meta revenue, pretty good. Potentially, I can scale up. I double-check my blended. My blended is still not looking good. And if you guys don't know what blended is basically your Shopify revenue to ad spend. So this is the most accurate one. Your Facebook ads or Google ads will have their own in-platform attribution. Not always the most accurate, but blended is the most important thing. That's basically like what you will determine your P&L roughly based on. Okay, So next period, not good as well. This period, not bad, okay? 6 a.m. Potentially, I'll scale up. 8 a.m. comes, okay? Meta returns not very good. Potentially, I'll scale down. Next period comes, okay, really good. 5x, I aim for a 2x. Instead of doing small increases like 20%, I can be more aggressive. Let's say on a double budget, okay. Double budget here, looking really good. Next period, 5x again, double. 3.5, double. 3.2, double. In this case, you would have spent a lot more than what you originally started with. And you protected your returns because periods where there were slow sales, you didn't increase or you reduced the budget. This way, you make the most out of Black Friday. Performance is good, you steal much harder. If it's not, you protect your profits. End of the day, the profits are the most important thing. So we play it by ear. So some people like to subscribe based on feeling, based on historical data. But put that all out, right? We track everything to make sure we make the most out of it. Follow the data. After that, we will reset the budget the next day. What do I mean by resetting the budget? Okay, let's say when you serve scale, I started off the day at 10k per day budget, but then I set it to 100k per day after all these doubling, right? Okay, but it won't spend the full 100k. It will spend maybe like 50k because when you change it midday, you won't get the chance to spend the full budget. So in this case, what I would do is I need to reset my budget. What I mean reset my budget, I just mean reduce it. It was set at 100k. If I don't reset it by midnight, what happens? The next day, it's going to spend 100k despite, if I don't lower it the next day, it's still going to spend 100k because that's what it started at, which could potentially mean you blew your whole ad account. Not ideal. So, reduce the budget. So what we do usually is we take whatever you actually spend that day. Let's say you actually spend 24k. We will reduce that in half. It depends on the context. In general, that's the rule. Spend 24k, we half it. If performance is good, okay, 12k, that's the starting budget for the next day. Then we will scale it back up. Of course, there's certain, if it say you really did well at 24k, potentially I can leave the budget as is, because it did really well. Then the next day I scale it up again. That's what we usually do. This is how we make the most out of sales periods and protect our returns. And that's how we are scaling this Black Friday and how our students are scaling up to 100k per day. So those are a few pages from the internal systems that we have used to scale our ecom brands over $800,000 a day last Black Friday. We went through some of the front-end systems briefly, but what's more important is dialing in your back-end systems for Q4. We're talking about things like your email marketing strategy, making sure your supply chain doesn't break during BFCM, protecting your Shopify and payment processes from getting banned, etc. So we've seen a ton of dudes that were supposed to scale to 100k days last BFCM as well, but got stopped because they didn't have these in place. And being in ecom for 5 years now, we've seen the worst, Learn how to protect ourselves from all the issues that may arise during Q4. All documented now in Evolve, which has our own internal systems that we use to train our team. Evolve is our elite consulting community with over 500 brand owners doing anywhere from 100k per month to over $10 million plus per month. And also where we share our internal systems from the A to Z of how we make meaning creatives to optimizing the backend supply chain and CRO. If that sounds like something you're interested in, I'll leave a link down below. But besides that, take action and crash this BFCM.